What is it about this parcel of land, set deep amongst the Georgia pines, that draws us in so? Is it the beauty? Is it the color? Is it the sound and the breezes? Is it the history? It's all of that. Everything together makes this place special. This is Augusta National. This is the Masters.
Now, earlier this morning, one of the Masters' cherished traditions, the honorary starters out there to get the tournament underway. Golf's preeminent global ambassador, Gary Player, a three-time Masters champion, got him started and finished with that classic leg kick. Jack Nicklaus, of course, six-time Masters tournament winner, one of the game's greatest icons, synonymous with Augusta National. And Tom Watson, Masters champion in 1977 and 1981. I can tell you that all three, not surprisingly, knocked it in the fairway to the delight of the patrons assembled. But it was then that the Masters tournament was officially declared underway. From the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, EA Sports so proudly presents the Masters. Today, we begin this annual rite of spring amongst the blossoming azaleas and dogwoods, live opening round coverage of this tradition that is truly unlike any other. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. The leader is Matt Kuchar. He's already at 9 under par. Frank, this is one of the moments you dream about, and you would know this from a very young age. First Masters appearance as a professional. Our featured golfer here, rookie, on such an incredible run at the outset of their career. Already a multiple winner on the PGA Tour. What would need to happen for this phenom to win the green jacket?
Well, you would think a miracle, but to steal a line from Al Michaels and just sort of pass along the golf. If you believe in golf, you believe in miracles, because I've seen it happen before. And you just go back 2022, Scotty Scheffler came in hot, playing well. Should have been the man to beat, but we looked at all those other players. When you're world number one and you've already won 3 tournaments in, what was it, 4 weeks, might as well be 4 and 5. And that's exactly what it is. Come in with a hot hand, play well, don't worry. Let everybody else worry about all the talking and who the favorites are. Just get out there and play some good old-fashioned good golf. And I tell you, that stands up against anybody.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll stay at level par. Now to the second 575-yard par 5 down the hill here at Augusta National. One of 2 5s on this first 9. This is a place where you can make something happen and jumpstart your round. That took the turn in this fairway perfectly. That's going to get a good amount of run out and going to leave a great angle to attack this second green. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
So now eyeing this one for birdie. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. Onward now to the classic 350-yard par 4 third hole here at Augusta National. Best probably to hit short of the 4 fairway bunkers and then have a full shot into this green, which slopes right to left. And this is going to get way up there at 3. That a very good drive. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. Now to the 4th, an excellent par 3. This requires a solid, pure strike. You can't fake it on this hole, and you're happy to walk away with 3. And that will miss off to the left and wind up in the short grass. Now short-sided a bit as he sets up his second from left of the green. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And he'll fall back to 1 under par. Inspired by the road hole at the old course at St. Andrews, the 495-yard par 4 fifth. This an excellent par 4, second longest at Augusta National. Uphill slightly and dogleg to the left. This a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. through the green and into the back bunker here at hole number 5. Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Another good par 3 here on this first 9. It's the 180-yard par 3 6th. Elevated tee, 2-tiered green. Chance to make it 2, but you need to be precise on the tee. That one safely on the putting surface. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this has a pretty clear right to left break to it. Players gotta recognize the speed. This is one that guys leave short quite a bit.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, that one finished off for a par, and he'll remain at 1 under par. On to hole number 7 now, a par 4 at 450 yards. It's one of the narrower holes on the course, so precision is more important than power off the tee. The second shot is no bargain either, with a total of 5 bunkers completely surrounding a fairly small green. This one starting up that left side. And that will do just fine. So he'll come at it from the left side of the fairway as he gets set now for his second shot. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. So where the second hole, the par 5, is considerably downhill, the 8th is up the hill. You can certainly make an eagle here, but it requires 2 good shots and maybe a little luck. If you play it off the right, it'll kick down and leave you within eagle range.
That's a fine tee shot, but it is a long, long way to this par 5.
Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Birdie putt now moving to his right. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. Par 4 ninth is intriguing here at Augusta National. This is where you can see just how hilly the golf course is. It may not show up on television that way, but you can certainly feel it as you make your way up to this 9th green. This is turning a little to his left. This is going to be a beautiful draw down the hill into the big clearing, and it'll set up a good look at this 9th green. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Great angle from this location. You have a chance to get it close to this hole that's cut right in the middle tier of this green. Players able to use the backstop and use it as a backboard to pull the ball close to the hole, but you have to carry it a minimum of 19 yards or else it will come off to the front edge.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
This one moving left here for birdie. Oh, right by the hole. The longer putts, you don't mind as much. The short ones, they tend to sting. Okay, that's in first par here at the 9th. And this will be a 2-under score of 34 on this first 9, so good work to this point. Is that going to catch the slope? Yes, it will. Down the hill it goes. Wonderfully done to begin this second 9. From the fairway, Noda, this is second.
It's got 146 yards to the front, 152 to the hole. The pin is in the front right part of the green.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. On now to the second hardest hole In Masters history, the 520-yard par 4 11. It's been noted that the great Bobby Jones always wanted there to be a wide gap between a good tee shot and a bad one. Thus, in keeping with that spirit, this hole was lengthened 15 yards back in 2022. So here we go. Those first 10 holes were memorable enough in this first professional round at Augusta National. But now, here's where things really start to get interesting. Frank, you know it as well as anyone. This is where you call the Masters every year. After this tee shot, it is a first trip through Amen Corner.
And right you are, Rich. A lot of people think Amen Corner is 11, 12, and 13, but it starts actually on the second shot into 11, and the tee shot at 13 is the finish of Amen Corner. But it's also where you start to see water at the very, very first time. You hit a nice tee shot on 11, and you will look at the pond just short, and the water, which is Rays Creek, that protect the back of the screen and then leads into the 12th hole. So it's an amazing part. I think it's a special part in golf. Number one, you feel privileged to be able to play the golf course, let alone compete in the Masters. But it's also where all the action invariably seems to start at Augusta National.
Yeah, that'll do just fine. Had a pretty good run at that, and par should be pretty well within reach. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll stay at -3. Welcome to the 155-yard par 3 12th. Maybe the most famous par 3 in the world. Hogan's Bridge, Rays Creek. You're familiar with all the names. A bunker in front of the green and two behind. Club selection and trying best as you can to gauge the wind, absolutely critical. And that will miss this 12th green left, but that should be manageable from there. Now, from left of the green, second. Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. So, a tough hole. That's in for bogey at 12. And that's going to drop him to 2 under. Hole number 13, this is where you want to turn it over off the tee, then turn it on, turn the tide, make eagle, make the move, make some noise. One hole and 1,000 stories, heroic ones, sad ones. Today, maybe a new one. That's going to be up the left-hand side. And all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Great place to go after this green from the left side of the fairway. Player able to control their ball flight and hopefully control the spin to get it close.
This gonna wind up in the second cut. A birdie opportunity here at 13.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Yeah, maybe a little defensive there, as that'll come up short. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll stay at 2 under. This 14th hole at 440 yards is a good one. The real challenge here is the green. Two-time Masters champion Ben Crenshaw considered this to be one of the most difficult in golf. And that a good shot up the hill and into the fairway at 14. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
The most attractive feature of this hole is the dynamic design of the green, cut into 3 separate sections guarded by an amazing false front where the ball will come all the way off the front edge.
Now, in my book, that's a good shot. You can really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close, and you'd have plenty of birdie putts.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. We come now to the instantly recognizable hole number 15. It's called Firethorn. Traditionally, it has been the second easiest hole on the course, behind only number 13. But it was lengthened in 2022 with an extra 20 yards added on, making that potential carry over the pond with a second shot that much tougher. This one working up the right side. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Looking at the greatest second shot in golf, but don't let the beauty fool you. There is trouble everywhere.
This such a tough green to land a ball softly on, and that continues over the back here at hole number 15. From the fairway, Noda, this is third.
Shot selection so critical from here. Choose wrong and you will find the water.
Eight feet now for birdie. Now the putter on point late here in the round. Birdies at 14 and 15. We arrive now at the 170-yard par 3 16th, played entirely over water to a green flanked by 3 bunkers. Like every hole at Augusta, precision off the tee here is key. You can make a birdie. Well, you have to figure this to be another exciting moment for this young golfer. Frank, you stop to consider how many great moments have taken place here at hole number 16, this beautiful little par 3, and now here you are standing on that tee for the first time as a pro.
Yeah, it's quite incredible, Rich. Not just the hole, but the opportunity too. That ridge that cuts through the green there. So we've seen many a shot look like it's 20, 30 feet, even perhaps right or left of the flag, and then it starts to take the contours, roll. Could it be a hole-in-one? Could it be like a Tiger Woods missing the green on the left and in your life? So 16, it's an opportunity. It's theater. It's Augusta.
Oh, off the flagstick. Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. This par 4 17th at 440 yards, one of the most famous in the sport. This is where in 1986, Jack Nicklaus, at the age of 46, made the birdie putt. Vern Lundquist on the call. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
It's right around 117 yards to the front of the green, 131 all the way to the flagstick. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. Well, the difficulty here at the finishing hole, this famous 465-yard par 4 18th, is that you are coming out of a narrow chute off the tee, and it is steeply up the hill. Good drive, though, puts you in position to maybe make a birdie. On now to the 18th tee, and Frank, what a nice round this has been so far. I mean, anytime you can go around Augusta National under par, that's an accomplishment.
It certainly is. I mean, a tee shot through the chute here and that, but I mean, ever since I was a kid, Rich, that word par, it meant something. And when you can break it, and especially on a golf course like Augusta National, it means even more.
So now, up the hill, his second at 18. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by.
12 feet still to go.
Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. And that's got to wind up an opening round 68, 4 under par. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day one.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go the wrong way very quickly. Tomorrow, important round.